global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
This particular video you're seeing, where it seems as though President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was snubbed by Cyril Ramaphosa, who is a South African president, during the second term inauguration ceremony in Johannesburg on Wednesday, has caught the attention of the presidency. Don't forget that it's been shared across the board, and Nigerians have reacted, some for, some against. Some people say we should react, some say they shouldn't react, and some said that's how he should be treated and all of that. However, it has caught the attention of the presidency, and they have decided to speak up concerning it to clear the air on whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu was snubbed in South Africa by President Ramaphosa. And according to the news, the presidency has debunked claims that Nigerian leader President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was snubbed by his South African counterpart Cyril Ramaphosa during his second term inauguration ceremony in Johannesburg on Wednesday. In denying the claims, a special advisor to President Tinubu on Information and Strategic Bayo Onanuga released some pictures of Ramaphosa shaking hands with Tinubu during the event in South Africa. It will be recalled that President Tinubu had on Tuesday departed Nigeria for South Africa to attend the second term inauguration of President Ramaphosa, but shortly after the event, which was held on Wednesday, certain opposition figure took to social media with claims that Nigerian leader was ignored, disgraced, and kept on the second row of dignitaries during the inauguration event. In a counter move, Onanuga took to the X platform, where he shared photos of Ramaphosa and Tinubu at the event. He also emphasized in another post that all foreign dignitaries started sitting from the second row during the event, and the same thing happened during Tinubu's inauguration in 2023. According to him, he wrote, "The composite photo shows President Cyril Ramaphosa and Chief Justice Ramon Zondo the inauguration ceremony on 19th June 2024. Ramaphosa also met with Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He now displayed some pictures. Earlier, the presidency had called out activist Aisha Yesufu over claims that President Tinubu was snubbed in South Africa. The controversy began when Yesufu alleged via Twitter that President Tinubu was snubbed by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa during an inauguration event following his re-election. In her tweet, Yesufu claimed that President Tinubu had been disgraced and shorn, sparkling a flurry of social media reaction. The presidency quickly issued a response through presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga, who described Yesufu and her followers as an uncut horde of pessimists, further accusing them of bitterness stemming from their candidate's third place finish in the 2023 election. Onanuga criticized Yesufu for her hasty judgment and consistently negative attitude towards President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, contrasting this with the behavior of supporters of the second place candidate in the election. The senior special assistant on news media to President Tinubu, Otega Ogra, also joined the rebuttal, accusing Yesufu of gross ignorance and of action aimed more at gaining social media traction than engaging constructively. This is really interesting. Now, my colleague is in the house, and we just want to talk about this. Now, what's your position on what happened in South Africa between Cyril Ramaphosa and Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Do you think that he was actually snubbed, or is a case of it just had to happen that way because maybe it was an oversight on the part of Ramaphosa?
An oversight this big is quite huge. Calling it oversight, we are trying to be very humble. Let me use that word, humble, about it. Let's look at Nigeria in the context of Nigeria, and let's not look at Tinubu as a person now. Whether we like it or yes, let's stop being very political here. Let's face reality. Whether we like it or yes, Tinubu stands as at today as the president of Nigeria. That office, even if it's a little boy that is sitting in that office, must be accorded respect. But however we were able to bring in Tinubu as the president, that is not the main crux of the matter. The crux of the matter is Tinubu is the president and is representing Nigeria. And the funny part is the world knows Nigeria as the most populous black nation. That nation, Nigeria, is too big for the president to sit and nobody recognizes the president. The nation is too big. It's comprising of many nations into one. So is she saying that there is an oversight? Didn't see Tinubu is saying that he's not recognizing Nigeria. Just as simple as that. Now,
But before you go on, the presidency had come up with pictures where Bola Tinubu had a handshake with Ramaphosa, and they said that what we saw there was just that's how it should be. That mostly during inauguration, people invited out of the country, the president, they start sitting in the second row, not the first row.
So the people in the front row is who?
I think some key guys in government there, whatever, I don't know. But however, what they're trying to paint is that there was no snubbing there. Nigeria shouldn't make a story out of it.
Okay, now that they have come to explain properly to Nigerians, that's much better. But then again, you will not blame Aisha Yesufu for reacting the way she reacted, simply because we have no idea before now that was the protocol that was observed in that event.
But I also noticed, if you watch that video, I also noticed that there's some person after Bola Tinubu, there was another person, I think in the second row, if I'm not mistaken, that was, this guy also greeted, Ramaphosa also greeted.
Stretched his hand to
Yeah, so I'm just wondering what's going on. Is it that he's so familiar with Bola Tinubu? He's like, guy, later on we will see now, Nami and you or something, I don't know, but I'm just trying to speculate,
But this is official situations.
Yeah.
I believe that respect should be given. Oversight or not, this is also a sign also, to me personally, it's also a sign that whenever we go for any election, go to the polls next time, we should remember that it's not about just Nigeria. It's about continent Africa.
Exactly.
It's about the image you portray out there.
Because there's a particular video I saw some time ago. Someone, I think it was a kind of a meeting or a conference. Someone was sitting down to talk, and the person, I don't know who the guy is, but he said something that Nigerians sometimes we claim we are widespread, that in every 4 black man in the world, 1 is a Nigerian. He said, does it really matter? After all, when last did you go and open your refrigerator and you see 1 product from Nigeria? That the population, whether out of every 4 black person, 1 is in Nigeria. It makes no sense if your impact is not being felt in virtually all the fields, especially when it comes to production, that like the likes of China. So he was talking about that Africans should be productive, that Nigeria, despite the fact that we are populated, we are not creating any impact and all of that.
And unfortunately, it's the truth that is bitter that we are shying away from. So if you ask me, we shouldn't be doing politics just a local politics.
Yes.
It should favor this, but we should go beyond the Nigerian thing and begin to look at the outward image. Now look at everybody's getting all vexed. Oh no, what should it? If we have gotten it right, this insinuation shouldn't have come to bear at all.
I could still remember when Peter Obi was talking about this issue of South African election. It was free and fair, though Zuma, who also contested, is like, we need to talk about the rigging stuff in South Africa. But from those who were part of it, they said it was free and fair. People walk in, vote, walk out. It wasn't a case of fighting, shooting, carrying ballot box and all of that. And I'm like, when will we grow above that level? Is it that the greed of Nigeria is so strong that we must always be in the map for the wrong reason?
I think it's a system thing. And until we dismantle that system, like Peter Obi would always say, we are just about starting. But if you ask me, that's where we should round it up.
All right, let's meet in our comment section.
Global happenings today.